Maybe you've taken on a client and you want to bill them up front. Or maybe you're in the middle of a large project and you want to bill a client but defer any markup or markdown until the project is complete and you present the client with the final bill. Let me show you how we do this using TPS Cloud Access's Progress Bill. So here on TPS, on the billing screen, you can see I have a client called Harmony Distribution. Harmony Distro is a new client for me. My firm has never worked with them. You can see they have no unbilled WIP over here. So just to be on the safe side, I'd like to bill them up front. I'll click these three dots here and choose Progress Bill. I'm going to progress bill this at $1,000. I'll leave my invoice code and number and all that alone and let it just continue on in sequence. I can change the date if I want to. I do need to choose a template. Let's say that I like that one there. I can put a description in if I want to inform the rest of my staff on something odd or a unique situation with this. But I'm basically just going to leave the rest of it alone and go ahead and create the bill for this progress bill. And that brings me to the wording of the invoice, which of course is what we want to say on the progress bill. So we need to put something on here to make sure that the invoice makes sense to our client. So we're on the billing paragraph screen. Now you won't see the work code or time entry descriptions like you usually would for quick bills or detail bills because this is a progress bill and we're doing it in advance of actually doing the work. So there haven't been any work codes or time entries used. I can go to my library of paragraphs though. I'll come down and just I'll use this one here, bring it down. Or because this is a progress bill and it's new for our client, you might just want to come down and click on the Add New button and type in a new description there. There won't be any past invoices to choose from because you haven't invoiced this client before. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. I can create the document if I want to, download a PDF or Word version to your computer if you want to look at it first, and I'm going to go ahead and click Save so that progress bill goes through. And now you have this negative $1,000 in here next to unbilled WIP. That will remain here on the client's account until you bill it along with the real WIP your employees enter when actually working on this project. When you finally bill it with the real WIP, at that time you will see the full markup or markdown on the job as a whole. Now, to show you what I mean, we're looking at the time entry screen. Let's imagine that we've now completed the work for Harmony Distribution. There are 2 lines of WIP on here, each for $525. The time has been WIP'd, so it will show up on the billing screen. Now on the billing screen, if we find Harmony Distribution, you can see that they have $50 sitting here now on the unbilled WIP column because we cleared out that negative $1,000 with the 2 $525 lines of WIP. So now we need to do a detailed bill so we can mark down and get rid of this $50 since we've already billed Harmony Distribution the $1,000 for this work. And this is where TPS Cloud Access will determine our true markup or markdown. So we need to come here and choose Detail Bill. So over here, we're simply going to choose our 2 lines of WIP that were completed by the employees. Then we need to, and this is important, come down here and choose that progress bill. So we're choosing all 3 of those. Now, if I did not want to do a markup or a markdown, I would simply do a final bill. But I do want to get rid of that $50 and zero that out. So I'm going to go to Final Bill At, and you can see here the bill at $50. I can change that to 0, or come down here and put negative 50. I'll just change that to 0. You can see it as a negative 50 now marked down. I'm going to choose the check mark to apply it. I'm going to need to confirm my taxes as usual. Then the rest of the billing process is the same as usual. I'm going to go ahead and click Next. I need to put some wording on here from my library of paragraphs or my descriptions. I'm just going to go ahead and bring down the descriptions for the time entries that I just put in there. I'm not going to mess with the amounts at all. I can create the document if I want to as usual. And then you'll see when I save it, Harmony Distribution disappeared because I have unbilled only showing. If I go to Billed and Unbilled and find Harmony Distribution, you can see they now have $0. That $50 was zeroed out. And that's how you handle a progress bill in TPS Cloud Access. Thank you for watching.